You've heard of a number line, but do you know what a number path is? Let's take just a few minutes to unpack this powerful tool for building number sense in young children. Hi, I'm Laurie Fouts. I've been an educator in the state of Texas for over 30 years, with the last 7 specifically focused on math intervention. My mission is simple. I want to give kids more strategies and confidence to succeed in math. Here's the thing. Kindergartners and first graders need objects they can actually count. They're still in that stage we call direct modeling. If you ask them to solve a problem, they'll line up objects and count every single one. They need concrete items to count. But eventually, and over time, we want them to move toward representing their thinking with sketches and not just rely on concrete objects all the time. And this is where the number path becomes such a powerful bridge. Unlike the number line, where each space represents an abstract distance from 0, the number path has actual squares the students can count. And here's the catch. When kids use a number line, they often end up counting the tick marks instead of noticing the hops or the spaces between those tick marks. That means they're not really grasping the idea of distance. The number path fixes this by giving them full spaces to count. So how do we use it? A student can show his or her thinking by counting objects and putting them on top of it, or by even writing on it with a dry erase marker. Here's one that I have that has been laminated, so it's more durable. You can easily find these on the internet, but I've linked one in the show notes you can purchase from Christina Tondevald's Build Math Minds website. Of course, you can always draw a simple number path on chart paper. Just make sure each square is countable and ranges from 1 to 20. Now let's work out a couple of problems using the number path. I got these little polar bear erasers from Amazon. You can use anything to count, but let's use these today. There were 5 polar bears sitting on an iceberg. And then 3 more joined them. Now, how many polar bears are sitting on the iceberg? The students can see and count 8 by counting all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or by transitioning to counting on 5, 6, 7, 8. I can also begin relating the number path work to a number line by drawing hops over the top of each of the groups. So there were 5. And then we added 3 more polar bears. What is the total? The students can see that it is a total of 8. 5 plus 3 gives me the sum of 8. For your first graders, you can begin transitioning them to a more representational model by having them to mark on their number path. Let's go ahead and do another story using those polar bears. This time I'm going to get my dry erase marker and actually mark on the path. There were 12 polar bears sitting on an iceberg. So I'm circling my 12. Some went swimming in the water. How many should I mark off? I don't know. It's some. But guess what? Now there are 7 on the iceberg. Well, there's 7. I guess I can mark those out to help me figure out what part went swimming. How many went swimming? Well, like we were talking about and like we marked on the number path, there were 12. Some went swimming, and now there are 7. But I went ahead and switched it around because I knew that part. I could see that I marked it off. So 12 minus 7 is how many polar bears went swimming in the water. And we can even think about relating it to addition. 7 plus something gives me 12. It's great to have first graders write these kind of number sentences with their actual work on the number path. They can see now that there are 5 polar bears who went swimming, and then they can write it in the missing box. 12 minus 5 must equal 7, and 12 minus 7 must equal 5, because 7 plus 5 is 12. So, if you're a parent or a teacher, try introducing a number path to your kids. It's such a simple tool, but it lays the groundwork for everything from counting and problem solving with addition and subtraction. Because when children build strong number sense early, they're not just learning math facts, they're building the confidence to become lifelong problem solvers. If this was helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with another teacher or parent who wants to make math click for kids.